Exactly. I'm the same way.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Hi, everyone. My name is Mike Keats. Welcome to the Northern New Jersey Region's Man of the Year, Youth of the Year celebration. I have the honor of being the committee co-chair and co-host for this year's celebration.
And I'm Len Whitman, and I have the honor of being the committee co-chair and co-host for today's celebration also. Before we begin, let me introduce to you the committee that has been working on this event since August to organize today's happenings. So if you will, when we call your name, if you could please stand up, and let's hold our applause till we get everybody standing up.
Steve Katz, our Regional Man of the Year from B'nai Tikva, and Steve Harkavy from East Brunswick Jewish Center coordinated the catering we enjoyed today from Lloyd and his exquisite caterers team.
Brian, some of you were paying attention. Brian Frisch from Fair Lawn Jewish Center is our treasurer, and he will be taking care of the caterer at the end of today's events. And he's also in charge of collecting the payments from the club. So if you haven't paid, please see Brian at the end of the night.
David Millman from Temple Israel in Ridgewood coordinated and produced the event tribute journal displayed in the social hall today. A big job, done excellently again. Thanks to all who placed ads in this year's tribute journal to support our honorees. Together, we have raised nearly $19,000 to support NNJR and our member men's clubs.
Andy Simon from Shomrei Torah in Wayne is our VP of Communications and our webmaster, and he's been updating the website for the Tribute Journal ordering form and the event information.
Gary Silver from B'nai Shalom in West Orange, with Rudy Kisti from Marlboro Jewish Center and Eric Weiss from Shomrei Torah in Wayne, led today's sales of 50/50 raffle tickets. We are selling tickets. This is your last opportunity to get a ticket. $5 for 3 tickets, $10 for 10 tickets. If you still need tickets, this is your chance. Just raise your hand, and Gary and team will come to you. We will be calling the winning raffle ticket at the end of the program before leaving the sanctuary. You need to be here to win, so please stay to the end of the program.
David Glass from Temple Beth Am in Springfield, our past president, helped coordinate the flowers that the honorees are wearing today.
Glenn Wall of Temple Beth Am in Springfield coordinated security and temple logistics today.
Seth Arbitol from Temple Beth Am in Aberdeen coordinated with the registration page and printing of the name tags.
Steve Chernella of Congregation B'nai Tikva in North Brunswick is our photographer today. As today's honorees come up for your award, Steve will be taking the official photo, and also at the end of the program today, we'll do a group photo for all the honorees.
The check-in team at the front is Bob Held and Andrea Fox from Bethel in East Windsor, Steve Harkavy from East Brunswick Jewish Center, Glenn Wall from Temple Beth Am in Springfield, and Rob Blitzer from Bethel Synagogue in East Windsor.
Thank you, Len. Also serving on our committee this year are Peter Gottlieb of Temple Beth Shalom in Livingston, Larry Cleos from Highland Park Conservative Temple Congregation Anshe Emeth, Marty Schenker from Congregation Agudath Israel in Caldwell. As you can see, it takes a lot of hands to make an event like this work. The Man of the Year and Youth of the Year Committee demonstrates what Men's Club is all about: camaraderie, teamwork, and service. Thank you all for making today possible.
One of the great strengths of the Federation of Jewish Men's Clubs and the Northern New Jersey region is the continuity of our leadership involvement. Please join me in recognizing the following past presidents of NNJR that are here today: David Glass from Temple Beth Am in Springfield, Rob Blitzer from Bethel Synagogue in Windsor. Eric Weiss from Congregation Shomei Torah in Wayne. And Peter Gottlieb from Beth Shalom in Livingston.
Finally, we'd like to thank the clergy who support our men's clubs throughout the region. Please join me in recognizing the clergy here today. Rabbi Howard Siegel from Congregation B'nai Shalom, Fairlawn Jewish Center. Rabbi Cantor Menachem Toren and Rabbi Mark Finkel of Pine Brook Jewish Center in Montville. Rabbi Ellen Wallens Fields of Congregation Torat El in Oakhurst. Rabbi Emily Cobert of Temple Israel in Ridgewood. And Rabbi Joshua Finkelstein of Temple Beth Am here in Springfield.
To each of our honorees this evening, Mazel Tov on your awards. The work that you've done for your community is recognized and appreciated. May you continue to do good deeds and go from strength to strength. Again, thank you all for being here to support the honorees, the Men's Club, and our region. Please enjoy the rest of the program.
Now, please welcome Rabbi Cantor Menachem Toren of Pine Brook Jewish Center in Montville, who will lead us in our national anthems. If you are able, please rise.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting the air, grave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And Hatikva too.
Lord, maleva de penima, nefesh Yehudi, omia, ulefatei, mizrach kadima, alin lezion, Sophia. Od Lord, hatikvateinu, hatikva bachnot alepayim, liot avchofshi, be'ateinu, Eretz Zion, Yerushalayim.
Thank you very much. Please welcome NNJR Vice President David Millman from Temple Israel in Ridgewood, who will lead us in davening mincha.
We're going to use the Sim Shalom. I found the page. It's page 1. I'm sure there's different ways to daven. I'm going to do it my way. Ashray Shebetecha Juchaseh La Shran Jakalona No Chatil David Aramka Kadon Kol Hakfufim Eineko Smecha Yahashmid Tehillah Yadaber Pi Yivarecha Kol Basar Shem Kod Shal Yolam Va'ed B'nehemar V'chaya Adon Wait, I think I'm doing the wrong thing. I got the wrong Ushim. I'm going to do it again. I'm so sorry. Tehillah Adonai Yadaber Pi V'yarek Kol Basar Shem Kod Shal Yolam Va'ed V'yanaktin V'arek Yach Mi'atav Yad Olam. Hallelujah. Sorry about that. Yikadav Yikadash Shemei Rabbah V'yamad V'arkatev V'mikmakutev V'kai Chomi V'chom V'kai Tekol Yisrael V'agalav Zman Kariv Yimru Amen Yeshmei Rabbah M'v'rak V'yolam Amei Almaya Yiparak V'yishabak V'yipar V'yimram V'yitnaseh V'yidadav Yalev Yalav Shmei Dekosha B'richu Le'elim M'kol Berkatav V'shirata Tishbachata V'negamata Damiram V'yama V'yimru Amen. I'm going to include the matriarchs on page 3b. We're going to do a Heki Kedusha. We start together through the Kedusha and then continue the rest silently. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah El Hagadol Hagibur v'Hanara El Elyon Gomel Hasadim Tovim V'Konei HaKohol V'Zoker Hasdei Avot Umevi Goel L'Bnei B'neichem L'man Shemo B'Yakava Melech Ozer Uvoked Umoshiach Umagen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham Uvoked Sarah Atah Gibor Li'olam Adonai Mekayem Etim Atarav L'Choshiach Mashiva Ruach Umorida Gashem Mekalkel Chayim Bechesed Mekayem Etim B'Rakamim Rabim So make Noflim B'Rofei Holim Umatir Asurim Umakayeh Munatoli Shenei Apar Mi Kamo Kabal Giverot Umito Melach Melech Memit Umakayeh Umatzmiach Yeshua Benamanata Chayot Meitim Baruch Atah Adonai Mikayeh HaMeitim Nigadesh Shemka B'Olam Kashen Shematitim Ashot Hotel B'Shmei Maron Kakatu V'Yad Neviyaga V'Kara Zeh El Zeh V'Yamar Kadosh 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 Adonai Tzava'ot Melok Oretz Kavodo Lumatam Baruch Yomeru Baruch Kavod Adonai Mim Kol Mahov D'Rei Kotakaka Tuv Le'mor Yimlok Adonai Olam and Ohayek Sion L'Dor V'Dor Luyaha L'Dor V'Dor Nagigo Alecha U'Lenetzak Nitzahim K'Dishatanak Tihish Shefakar Elohim Mipino Lo Yemushi Olam Va'ed Ki Melech Kadosh V'Kadosh Ata Baruch Ata Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh Ose shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru, amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael. Page 10, Kaddish Shalem. Yikadav Yikadash Shemei Rabbah, B'yamad V'rakutei B'mikmakutei, B'chaychom Yivachom, B'chayidakol B'Yisrael, B'agalav Zman Kariv Yimeru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevorach, L'olam Me'omaya, Yiparak B'Shabbat V'Arvi Ram B'Yitnaseh, Davi Levi Lashmei Kadisha B'Richu, Le'elim Mikol B'Rkatav B'Shirata, Tishbachat Nagamata, Damiram B'Yamav Yimeru, Amen. Tigabil Soton Bauton Dekol Yisrael, Gadam Avaton Yisrael Yimeru, Amen. Yehi Shlomo Rabba Mitzemaya, V'chayim Aleinu Akor Yisrael Yimeru, Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Mramav, Hu Yaseh Shalom. Aleinu V'Akor Yisrael Yimeru, Amen. Page 11. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'atei gedula liotzer b'reshit, shelo asanu koyei haratzot, v'lo samanu l'kol hamona, shelo sam helkeinu kahem,
V'gahor aleinu kekol hamona.
HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shehu Noteh Shamayim v'Yosei Haaretz, u'Moshe Yikaro b'Shamayim Mima'al, Ushkinatu zo, Negav Kei Meromin, Hu Eloheinu Einod, Ememokenu Epezulato, Kakatu b'Torato, v'yadata hayom, hashivota elevavecha, ki Adonai hua Elohim, b'shamayim mima'al, v'al haaretz, mitachat einod. Kena balakana heinu l'romi Timlok b'kavod, kakatu b'toratecha, Adonai yimlok le'olam va'ed, v'nehemar, v'chaya Adonai, v'melech al kol haaretz, Bayom hachu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemaho echad. Those in mourning, those saying your side Mourner's Kaddish on page 12. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah, v'yomad divra kirutei v'yamlik malchutei, v'chaye chon v'yom echon, v'chaye dekol beit Yisrael, b'agala v'zman kariv yimru. Amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevarak, v'olam omei omaya, yiparak v'yishtabak, v'yitar v'yiromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar, v'yitala, v'yitalal, shmei kudesha b'richu, le'ela minkol birkata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, damiram b'yoma v'yimru, amen. Oseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom rav, m'shemaya, v'milim v'kol Yisrael v'yimru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru, amen. Oh my God, I screwed up twice. So sorry.
Okay, before carrying on, I did want to correct an error I made in my introductions earlier. I'd like to reintroduce Rabbi Ellen Walensfield, who is the executive director of the Women's League of Conservative Judaism. Thank you. Please welcome Rabbi Howard Siegel, Congregation B'nai Shalom, Fair Lawn Jewish Center, who will offer a short Devar Torah.
This past week, we read Vayetze, Parshat Vayetze, and in the Torah portion, Jacob's most appealing attribute is that he is not much different than you and I. He's no Abraham and no Isaac, but of course neither are we, but he is Jacob. After cheating his brother Esau out of his father's blessing, Rebekah assists her beloved son Jacob in escaping from Esau and his anger. Jacob flees to his mother's former home. He pauses on the journey to rest, and there he encounters God in a dream. He dreams of a ladder ascending to the heavens with angels going up and down. In his dream, God is standing beside him, telling him, I am with you. I will protect you wherever you go and will bring you back to this land. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. And that is a promise made to Abraham and Isaac before him. Well, Jacob awakes from the dream and realizes his role in life requires that he rise above the shortcomings of his past, to accept the responsibilities of his forefathers. Shaken by the reality of this epiphany, Jacob proclaims, how awesome is this place? This is none other than the abode of God, and that is the gateway to heaven. Now, this would be a good place to end the story, with Jacob riding off into the proverbial sunset, successfully bearing the dreams and visions of his father, grandfather, and God. However, he is only young, and the idealism in general is a province of the youth. Jacob continues the journey to the home of his uncle Laban, and there he is tricked into working 14 years to acquire Laban's daughter, Rachel, in marriage. Jacob uses this time to learn the ways of Laban. When he is finally ready to return home, he has acquired great wealth. His youthful dreams of causes, principles, and ideals is replaced with a dream of greater material wealth. In a final farewell to Laban, Jacob shows he has mastered his uncle's skills by tricking him out of a considerable number of sheep, and who in fact were the hard currency of their times. Now, I come from a generation who, in our youth, protested a war in Vietnam, stood up against the hypocrisy of power, and defended the idealism of democracy. And then my generation grew up. Today, how many of my cohorts are still fanning the flames from the fires of earlier dreams and visions we once had? Growing up should not mean giving up. Jacob will yet have another personal connection and contact and encounter with God. In the words of the contemporary Bible scholar Pinchas Peli, it is then, when the materialistic dreams are about to take him over, that Jacob realizes what Laban and Labanism has done to him, and that he must act now or he will not have another chance. It is then that he decides to go home, back to the land of his fathers and mothers, where he may yet recapture the old dream, where Jacob may yet become Yisrael, Israel. Ultimately, you are never too old to dream young. This afternoon, we have the privilege of honoring leadership, old and young alike. And I leave them with the words of the book of Joel, the book of Joel. The old shall dream dreams, and the youth shall see visions. And may those visions and dreams carry you from youth to age. May they not be lost amidst the threats and amidst the pursuit of wealth and careers. And may they, in fact, help us grow as a people, as a country, and as a world. Amen.
Yeshar Koach, thank you very much. Now we have the president of the FJMC Northern New Jersey region, David Julis from East Brunswick Jewish Center, will make some welcoming remarks.
I will. You should. I'll try. Hey, everybody. Hey. Having fun? Good. All right, so I'm going to, everybody hear me? Good, good. All right, so I'm going to start off. Normally, what we normally do is I invite somebody from FJMC to come speak. And as things would, this always happens, the president and the vice president of International are part of the Mid-Atlantic region. And guess when the Mid-Atlantic region is having their Man of the Year dinner? Today. So they're not here. And I always like inviting them because it's nice to invite our fellow brothers from other regions because that's how we get to know each other. And these guys are my friends for life. So on behalf of the international president of FJMC, Alan Budman, I'm reading his message to you. And I really like the way it starts, and you'll see why. It says, I'm sorry I can't be with you today. I always enjoy being with my brothers from North New Jersey, and I want to thank David for delivering these remarks. The Federation of Jewish Men's Club has many wonderful programs that impact the Jewish community, but there's one in which we take pride, our Inclusion Initiative. It's designed to make our synagogues more welcoming to underserved communities, the physically and mentally disabled, Jews of color, the LGBTQIA+ communities, and those from non-traditional families. Some of you may be thinking, why is this necessary? The answer is, how would you feel if, say, your child had autism, acted out at services, and everyone there turned to stare? Or if you were a close family member, is part of an interfaith family, and you were marginalized when you went to shul? Or if someone close to you is a recovering alcoholic or drug abuser? Or if you were a Jew of color, and when you go to services, you're asked, which congregant are you the caregiver for? And yes, this has happened, and it's actually happened in my shul. The FJMC invited the Women's League of Conservative Judaism to partner with us, and as you know, the director, Rabbi Ellen, is here. Oh, there she is. So if you have any questions, you can talk to Rabbi Ellen. They partnered with FJMC because we saw the need to create a welcoming environment for everyone whom we encounter. We want everyone who enters the shul to feel at home, not to be on the margins, but to feel as comfortable as the member who's been here for decades. We developed a guide which makes bringing inclusion to your synagogue as easy as following a recipe. It's a step-by-step system that will create goodwill for your club. Please see our website for more information. I just want to add an extra to that. We have a new member of the board, Rudy Kisti, who's standing in the back. Rudy is our point person on the NNGR board for this inclusion initiative. So if anybody has any questions, they can go to Rudy. So join us in making your shul a welcoming place. Please ask your men's club president what you can do to make this effort a success at your synagogue. Please remember, doing what is right is beneficial for all and how we can make the world a better place. Enjoy the event, and thanks very much. So that is from my good friend Alan Budman, who I probably know for a good 14, 15 years. And going to that inclusion, I met Alan. We had an initiative, FJMC had an initiative that was called KRUV, which was welcoming interfaith families. And I got involved in it because 15 years ago, when my daughter got engaged, everybody asked me, is he Jewish? And guess what? He's not. And neither is my other son-in-law. But we welcome them. They come to shul when they're around, and they're part of the family. All right, so now I have my remarks. So I just again want to thank Mike Keats and the committee for all their hard work, because these guys went above and beyond. This is the second year Mike has led this dinner. This is, I mean, I got to tell you, Mike, and I told it to you before, best decision I ever made. Anyway, so welcome everyone to our annual Man of the Year and Youth of the Year celebrations. This is one of my favorite events, as it brings all of us together to celebrate not only our honorees, but indirectly each and every one of us. One of the things that I said when I became president of Region was that we are all in this together. Just looking at it, all of you, it warms my heart and fills me with pride to see a group of people who represent the finest. Our Men and Youth of the Year couldn't do what they do if it wasn't for all of us. We support, respect, and honor each other. With that said, would all our honorees please stand up? Stand. Very good. Let's give them a well-deserved round of applause. Hey, Steve, come sit with your wife. Please. Okay, you guys can sit. You'll get to get up again later. Now, most importantly, and this I always like to stress, with the parents of the Youth of the Year, please stand. Thank you. You are the guys, we're recognizing for the hard work and dedication and setting the bar high for your own children. Now, most importantly, I want to ask, are there any grandparents of any youth here? Okay? Now, I can tell you, they are the most important people. And I don't say that just because I'm a grandparent. But you set the example. It goes from door to door, generation to generation. And it's very evident by the number of fine people we have here today. Pardon me? Parents and Man of the Year. Do we have parents and a Man of the Year? They're here? Yeah. Fine. Hey! There you go. I mean, actually, everybody should just stand up. What the hell? You know? Anyway, as you know, the tagline of FJMC is to involve Jewish men and Jewish lives. Did I miss somebody? Daughters, children, pet dogs. You get plenty of, we won't go there. My wife puts up with me. We won't go there. So, as you all know, the tagline of FJMC is to involve Jewish men and Jewish lives. And how do we do that? Well, we have our long-established programs such as the Man of the Year celebrations, Worldwide Wrap, Yellow Candles, Hearing Men's Voices, Torch Awards, Leadership Development Institute, retreats, convention, etc., etc. Now, however, as FJMC moves towards its 100th anniversary, it's once again time to start renewing and revitalizing the organization. Efforts are underway right now to begin seeding our future and paying it forward. We must begin engaging younger men to be our successors. NNJR is piloting a new program in partnership with Hillel and the AE Pi fraternity on the Rutgers campus. In February and March, we have funded sessions to bring our Hearing Men's Voices programs to the fraternity brothers. And as I understand, they were very successful. They're going to be successful. Sorry. I'm jumping the gun. I'm so positive about this. We are working towards helping them to be better Jewish men in the future in regards to their health, mental, and spiritual wellness for their families and their Jewish communities. Additionally, we want to pay it forward to the young men in our communities who are working hard at establishing careers and raising young children to participate in the club activities. This starts by funding social activities for them in a Jewish context. Engage them now, so when they do have established careers and their children are older, they will turn around and do the same thing for the next generation of young men entering their Jewish communities. I charge each and every one of you, of the club leaders here today, to go back to communities, engage the men and children in preschool and religious schools. Work with them to plan a night of, and I'm throwing this out there, axe throwing, drinks at a microbrewery, or even a poker night. As an example, by a show of hands, how many of you here attended the go-karts event this past year? All right, now that event was attended by close to 60 people of all ages. That event was subsidized by NNJR, and it was a great event. It's a beautiful thing. You can do the same for your club. You can fund or subsidize as much as you can. Let them focus on their careers and children. You focus on them. Make them better men for themselves, their families, and their communities. Pay it forward. You know, we've been there, I've been there, done that. It's time for me to move on and younger people to take over. Now, I would like to circle back to our Yellow Candles program, which was created to keep alive the memory of the 6 million. Now more than ever, we should all participate. Thank you all, and to Glenn Wall. Where's Glenn? He's in the back there. He's our Yellow Candle chair. As usual, you will have the opportunity to pick up your candles at the warehouse in Piscataway in February, where we look forward to seeing you for bagels and minion. Thank you, Howard Schreiber, as always, for the use of your warehouse. Lastly, I would be remiss if I didn't mention our upcoming convention, which will be held from July 3rd through 6th in Chicago. In addition to some training, schmoozing, a little scotch, some davening, a little bourbon, some more training, some more schmoozing, etc., convention offers you an opportunity to meet with your brothers throughout the United States and Canada. So get involved and go to events and go to convention. You not only enrich your souls, but you will truly make friends for life. Now, isn't that what Men's Club is really about? So again, Yasher Koach, to all our honorees, may you all go from strength to strength. Thank you.
Okay, and now the heart of our program, the presentation of our region's Man of the Year and Youth of the Year honorees. NNJR Executive Vice President Larry Cleos of Highland Park Conservative Temple, Congregation Anshe Emeth, will call the honorees for each club in alphabetical order of your synagogue's town. It's by town. When your name is called, please come up to the bima, to the middle here in front of the banner to receive your plaque. Club honorees will then pose for an official photograph with NNJR President David Julis. Steve is our official photographer. Family, friends, we will make these photographs available, so there's no need to rush the bima to snap an Instagram pic, but take one from your seat if you want to. So without further ado,
from Congregation Agudath Israel in Caldwell, the Man of the Year is Steve Fichtenbaum.
Steve has led the Temple's Legacy program. He is a regular at Daily Minyan. He steps in as assistant gabbai, and he coordinates the high holiday honors. He is a mensch, and he's always willing to help his community.
From Congregation B'nai Shalom, Fair Lawn Jewish Center, the man of the year is Charles Cohen.
Charlie is being recognized by the Men's Progress Club because he is very active in adult education. He always helps when asked, and he is truly a thoughtful person.
From Temple Beth Shalom in Livingston, the man of the year is Brett Rogers.
Brett is his men's club's corresponding secretary and has revamped the website and regularly communicates with the members. He's also a center fielder and leadoff batter on the men's softball team. Mazel tov.
From Pine Brook Jewish Center in Montville, the man of the year is Barry Marks, and the youth of the year is Matthew Kraut.
Barry is being honored for his many years of service to Pine Brook Jewish Center and its men's club. Matthew is a lifelong member of Pine Brook Jewish Center, from Mommy and Me classes through religious school. He has been actively involved in the Teen B'Yahad program and serves as a Madrakim volunteer, teacher's aide, and tutor in his school community. He is founder of Homes, helpers organized to make everyone succeed.
From Congregation Torat El in Oakhurst, the man of the year is Warren Epstein, and the youth of the year is Sam Fields.
Accepting the award for Warren will be Men's Club President Neil Bucourtney. Warren is a member of Torat El for almost 40 years and served on the Ritual Committee, and he's the head usher on the High Holidays. He served in the Coast Guard and over 21 years with the Army Reserve and is active in his Jewish War Veterans Post. Sam is being honored for his volunteer work supporting religious school students, leading services, and laning Torah. He is also founding Club 18, his school's first Jewish cultural club.
From Temple Israel in Ridgewood, the man of the year is Scott Lehman, and the youth of the year is Jacob Berger.
Scott has been a dedicated volunteer at Temple Israel and JCC. He has served as treasurer, and he chairs the Mashlot Manot Drive. Jacob is an active U.S. wire, holding various executive positions. He also enjoys reading Megillah and helping out at the Purim Carnival.
Congratulations.
From Congregation Beth Israel in Scotch Plains, the man of the year is Jonathan Jaffe, and the youth of the year are Jonah Lesky and Sophia Lowenthal.
Jonathan is the Men's Club past president and has paved the way for future leaders of the CBI Scotch Plains Men's Club with innovative programming. Jonah and Sophia have both continued to give back to the CBI community after completing religious school. Both have been Madrachim since 8th grade, serving as strong role models for the younger generation. They continue to spend time in synagogue life, either through attending Darkon on a regular basis or coming back to read Torah.
From Temple Beth Am Yisrael in Springfield, the man of the year is Stephen Adele, and the youth of the year is Sam Scherzer.
Steve is a T-Bay board member and president of T-Bay's WZO Merkaz chapter. And this year, he has put together numerous family events for participants of all ages. Sam began attending regular Sunday morning minyan at a very young age, embracing the role of asking attendees to rise and call out the opening page. Thereafter, known by the nickname, Page 6, Sam has grown into a minyan leader himself.
From Congregation B'nai Jeshurun in Staten Island, the man of the year is Dennis Koss, and the youth of the year is Maya Konowitz.
Dennis is being honored for his commitment to leading Shabbat morning services and being a regular Haftorah reader. He can always be counted on to assist with any men's club or any CBJ activity. Maya has been instrumental in revitalizing the Staten Island chapter of USY in Kadima and tirelessly plans activities, recruits members, promotes the group, and fosters a supportive and inclusive environment for all.
From Congregation Shomrei Torah in Wayne, the man of the year is Jeff Golden, and the youth of the year are Eliana Fleischer and Marley Smith.
Jeff is a longtime member of the Men's Club and annually participates in the Purim Carnival and Sukkah Assembly. He has served on the synagogue board and is currently Shomrei Torah's financial vice president. Eliana Fleischer has served as religious school madrika for 5 years and is a post-confirmation senior in Hebrew High School. Marley is also religious school madrika and serves as president of the Wayne chapter of BBG.
From B'nai Shalom in West Orange, the man of the year is Donald Batchelder. Sorry about that.
Don is being honored for leading daily morning services, serving as Gabai, participating in men's clubs events such as being a real mensch and an all-around good guy.
Okay, thank you, Larry, David, Steve, and Len. We did it. See the way we did that switching back and forth thing?
Oh no, here comes the
Mazel
chair.
Tov and Yasher Koach to all of our Man of the Year and Youth of the Year honorees. Again.
So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Len Whitman, and I am the current Regional Man of the Year for 5 more minutes. It's my last official act in this capacity that I have the honor of introducing this year's Regional Man of the Year, Steve Katz of Congregation B'nai Tikva in North Brunswick. Some of you here today know Steve. Some of you may not. Some of you may know him from his work in the financial field. Some of you may know him as a fellow Brooklynite. Others consider him a classic car maven, or a cigar aficionado, or the biggest fan and promoter of Team USA hockey. Some of you know him as 50% of the law firm of Steve and Steve. I know Steve as a friend. We met on the regional board of NNJR. Steve epitomizes the type of man who we all strive to be like. Working behind the scenes on the Man of the Year celebration, including this one today, for at least 10 years. He has been a committed volunteer, both at Congregation B'nai Tikva, at their men's club, and he also serves at the regional level. He's been our trustee and our financial secretary for many years. His diligence and hard work has made NNJR stand out from other regions among the FJMC. He's also great just to hang out with at retreats and conventions. Steve, on behalf of NNJR, I present you with the award, and this is what it says. 2024-25 Region Man of the Year, presented to Stephen Katz by the Northern New Jersey region of the Federation of Jewish Men's Clubs in recognition of your many contributions. Please welcome my friend and our Regional Man of the Year, Stephen Katz. Thank you.
First off, I'd like to thank Dave Julis, the NNJR president, and my fellow members of FJMC and NNJR Board of Directors for bestowing upon me the honor of being named Regional Man of the Year. Humble, you cannot believe. Surprised, also. I would also like to recognize our distinguished clergy in attendance, congratulate all my fellow honorees, welcome family, friends, and guests, and send a big kiss to my lovely wife, Andrea. Family was always special for me. I was blessed to live in a predominantly Jewish neighborhood on Ocean Parkway in Brooklyn, surrounded by many family members and friends. We belong to the Jewish Center of Brighton Beach, which is a Grand Orthodox shul located on Ocean Parkway. Rabbi David Newstein presided over our congregation, which was quite large. Rabbi Newstein was a great speaker, and as a child, I used to be transfixed by his sermons. His wisdom and insight left a profound mark on me, even all these many years later. My parents were doers. My mom, blessed memory, always volunteering, being a past president of Women's Ort, and very active in Hadassah. If there was a project needing to get done, Edie Katz was always there. My father, also blessed memory, helped more behind the scenes. He was a career Navy man and veteran of World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, and also participated in U.S. support operations for Israel during the Six-Day and Yom Kippur Wars. Thank you. He slowly shared some of his stories with me after his retirement, and I can't tell you some of the stories that he shared with me. But Big Frank, as my friends used to refer to him as, was incredibly handy and was always quick to help family and friends. Big Frank, big guy, toughest guy I knew, the nicest guy I knew. Holidays were a favorite time of the year. During Rosh Hashanah, being in shul and then on the boardwalk for Tashlish, if you know the boardwalk down in Brighton Beach in that area, was a special time in memory. Additionally, living among the multiple high-rise buildings, it was a glorious sight to see them all lit up with menorahs in almost every window during Hanukkah. It really was. Growing up in Brooklyn, I attended Abraham Lincoln High School, which I recently attended my 50th class reunion. Time flies when you're having fun. It was in Bay Ridge. I followed that by attending Brooklyn College, graduating with an accounting degree. During my junior year, I was elected the male intramural sports chairman. I ran a program for over 1,000 mostly Jewish student athletes, and not a single Koufax among the bunch. In fact, where's Steve Harkavy? Steve over there was one of those students. In my senior year, I was required to take business law. As I mentioned, I was an accounting major. To my astonishment, when I walked into that classroom, was Professor David Newstein. I think I was the only one in the class. I was really condoldrum. I didn't know what to address him, but I think I was the only one in the class to address him as rabbi. It was really very special. His wisdom and insight once again left a profound mark on me, this time a B+. I graduated in 1979, and on the night after Thanksgiving, I was invited to a party at a close friend's house. There is where I met the love of my life, my Brichette, my wife Andrea. Some years later, having matured together into young adults, we got married and moved to the sticks of South Brunswick, New Jersey. And believe me, it was the sticks, especially for a guy coming from Brooklyn. We are blessed to have raised two great children, Matthew and Melissa. Both excelled in school, spiritually at Congregation B'nai Tikva, and within their respective professions. I cannot ask for better kids, and we love them both dearly. Andrea and I have been members at CBT for close to 30 years. We see it as our second home, and love being part of a truly welcoming community. We've both maintained active involvement in sisterhood, men's club, Bikur Halolam, have participated in many events, and of course, participated in services. My involvement in men's club leadership started about 25 years ago, when Cantor Rockman approached me. He asked, "You seem to know a lot of people, maybe not as much as Dave Julis, but would you consider taking over men's club?" Well, in the mold of my parents, I took up that challenge and quickly built up a very active men's club, close to 60 members. Over the years, our men's club has sponsored many guest speakers, events, and programs. We've worked in tandem with Sisterhood, always supported our youth and school activities with our assistance and donations, and of course, have always been there for the general good of CBT. As a former men's club president, we promoted many successful FJMC men's club traditions and programs, ranging from Worldwide Rap, which is on Super Sunday, Jewish Community Night of the New Jersey Devils hockey game, which is this December 12th. And I bet you didn't know that the Hughes brothers were bar mitzvahed. So if you don't have your tickets, certainly get them. Distributing yellow candles, and of course, raising the roof of our sukkah, both raising and raising. We also pushed for men's club members to participate in Showbaton, multi-regional retreats, which was this past June, an international convention. Incidentally, convention is the best investment you can make in the future of your men's club. Or brotherhood. I highly recommend. The next one is coming up in Chicago, July 3rd to the 6th, so be there. I hope to see you there, and I'll buy the first drink. Now working with my brothers on the regional and national levels, it's been my honor to continue experiencing Ruach from men from other shuls and regions of the country, and some cases around the world, right? Uganda? Yes. That's it. And Canada as well. In closing, I want to ask you the question that my grandpa always asked me. New? Well, what's going on? What are you doing? For those Altakakas like myself, consider what type of legacy you'd, and of course not for 120 years, want to leave for your young ones. For those busy millennials, take a step back to relax and reflect. It's never too late to start planning your later chapters or even rewrite or add to those that are closer. And most importantly, for those youth in this room, most will soon be going off to college or maybe embarking on a career. This is what I say to you all. Always be proud of who you are and of your Jewish roots, right? Israel's never been stronger, but I don't have to tell you what's in the news, what's going on today. Remember, you have the pen in your hand and hopefully many exciting chapters to write. So to all, as being a Kohen, geh gesundheit, and go in good health. Thank you.
Hey, Steve, stick around for a picture.
At this time, the sale of the 50/50 raffle tickets is closed. Please have your tickets out, though. If your number is called, please raise your hand and make your way to the bima. I'm going to call upon NNJR trustee Gary Silver of B'nai Shalom in West Orange to announce the value of the 50/50 today and to draw and announce the winning ticket. If the owner is not present, we will draw another ticket.
$365. You can read.
And the winning ticket number is 1527298. 1527298. Hey! Congratulations. Mazel tov. Thank you.
Watch the stairs.
Okay. Thank you for coming today and to support our Men of the Year and Youth of the Year honorees and our Region Man of the Year. Thank you to our honorees for the great service that you perform in your synagogues and communities. You inspire us, and we are proud of your efforts. Thanks again to our committee and my co-chair, Len Whitman, for all of your efforts in making today's event possible. After our South event next Sunday, we will post the final tribute journal to the NNJR website, and we'll be sure to get the URL out to all of our club presidents and our honorees to share. Thank you again for supporting the journal to raise funds for NNJR programs and our participating men's clubs. At this time, we're going to ask all the honorees to come up to the bima steps for a group photo taken by Steve Trinella. If you want to snap your own photos, please do, but allow Steve to kind of get up front to take the official photograph. And for everyone else, please enjoy dessert, coffee, or tea in the social hall. As you leave today, please take your plastic name badges and leave them in the box on the table as you exit the building. Again, thank you for coming. Please drive home safely, and we'll see you next year.
You don't line them up. Let's
Mazel tov again. Nice to meet you. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sponsored the GC and the Mets there.
Looks like we're taking a
But also, like, there's like regional activities, stuff like that. So they're making fun of you, you're on the bench, so you're pretty involved.
Yeah.
You ever guys ever come out to some of the regional things?
Regional man here coming through.
Watch it. Oh, yeah, sure. So we've been doing it in May, each May, so we'll probably do it again next May. I'm saying, if you ever done the electric indoor road car racing, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, if you're into that, I like it. So what's your situation? I know, David's out there, I know he's dating someone seriously.
Yeah, I'm married. My wife is here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's here. Yeah, so I'm
Got some
married. I
kids?
got two boys that are how old are they? 16 and 14.
Oh, high school, okay, okay, that's good. I'm in Marlboro, yeah. Well, I actually live in the old neighborhood of Monmouth Heights.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, my parents are still in their house that we grew up in. I'm off of School Road West, I'm like, a half a mile from it. Yeah, like by the post office and stuff like that, traffic lights and stuff. But I don't know if you've been back there, it's like crazy how much it's grown, the town's really developed,
There's those new houses right off Route 18.
Uh-huh.
Like that whole area there.
Yeah.
I still go back and visit them. I always go to the pool club.
Yeah,
Heights one.
right,
So my dad still goes there. He's
Yeah.
regular there. So.
Yeah, it's like you have a pool to yourself.
Yeah.
You go there some days, it's almost like a private pool.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, man.
Pleasure working
Hey,
with
Mike,
you.
thanks, man. Yeah, this is great. We'll do it again next week.